One of the things I love about Sebastian as a director is there are always great sets in it. The meat locker and those sets are really exciting.
It's one of the coolest looking sets, and just the fact that it's a meat locker with human meat hanging there is just horrifying.
The meat locker, it was circular, and the conical shape is very powerful. It's like architecture of fear, curving corridors that you don't know where they end.
Very shadowy, very dark. Lots of bodies hanging upside down, throats cut, constantly dripping blood into buckets.
The idea is, how do you take something that's really grotesque and disgusting and make it beautiful and sensual? One thing I always like in every film, if possible, is to get a location that's never been shot. And if you can get great architecture and it's never been used before, that's all the better. This location is actually used for Bishop's Lair. It's supposed to be heading up towards Big Sur. It's supposed to be in the mountains, and because it's in Pasadena, it has this feeling as if it could be up in the mountains, or at least not in LA.
The way Jerry designed the set was so incredible that it was really, really creative for me to play with it.
It has the dark woods and the trims, and we had to cover the existing flooring so that we could have all the blood over the floor, and we painted the walls, which is, I think, a nice compliment to the blood. When I find a location as good as this, I don't want to mess it up. I laugh because that was one of the sets that was going to be on location, and now we're building it from scratch. Doing production design, I can't tell you how many different motel sets I've had to build, and it's always a creative challenge to think of what can you do in a motel that you haven't done before.
I found something that I really liked, which was in the dark reds, which when you see the material, it's almost like Catholic school skirt, and that's going to give the room a very moody look.
It's very dreamlike, and you don't really know where you are, but it's not what you would peg as a contemporary vampire film.
And one thing we get to do is try new things, and breaking rules is fun.